So we have information for the 7th year anniversary part 2 for JP. We'll get into that really soon. But first off, I want to get into some global things that I've missed out for the past few days since I haven't made a news video for quite some time. First off, Global has missed the ball here and has named the Tianxia the Yamhan card. Unfortunate naming. Now, it is because Xianhan, so they're using the Xianhan instead of Tian, and then they're making the Yamcha the first part. Terrible naming, they should have kept it with Tianxia, but you can farm the Dragon Ball Fusions characters, you can farm the medals, and you can also do the EZAs for the first batch of the Dragon Ball Fusions characters, so that's really good. And then we'll be expecting more Dragon Ball Fusions characters in a few days from now on, and I hope EZA future Gohan as well. And then also we have the Valentine celebration, which you're able to farm up the chocolates, which will be able to use in order to obtain one of these 3 characters. You have Oceanus, you have the Tech Trunks, and you have the Great Saiyaman Gohan, the STR one. Out of all the free cards that you can obtain, these are certainly the higher tier ones. I'm not too sure if you can get all 3, because right now you can only get 1050 at the moment, just from the day 1 missions. But I'd assume because it's a daily mission, you can probably get all 3. And if so, that's awesome. If you can only get 1, I would recommend Oceanus, which is probably like the best. But that's just bias on my part because I need some Shadow Dragon Saga buffs. That's about it. But yeah, nothing too crazy on Global. It's just the Dragon Ball Fusion stuff that we've gone through already on the JP side. Barlot, Pandel, Karoli, and Bulpan's currently the only EZA ones available. And then the second batch will come very soon, which are going to be the way better ones for sure. And the Awakenings and the EZAs for the free-to-play ones. And they're really good cards. Now, on to bigger news, 7th year anniversary part 2, we are looking at the new EZAs. And that is going to be the Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the Physical Omega Shenron. I would like to remind you that these guys were the first, I believe, category leaders in Dokkan, which, you know, shook up the whole scene of Dokkan. And then we also have a Tech Godku, as well as STR God Vegeta EZing as well. And we also have the translations for all their passive leader skills and stuff like that, kindly provided by Goresh. So first off, we're going to be looking at the God Vegeta, because he was posted first on the Twitter. His new leader skills, Super STR types, Ki +3 and 130% stat boost. He now greatly raises attack and causes supreme damage to the enemy and greatly lowers the enemy's defense. 3 Ki and attack and defense plus 150%. High chance of guarding all attacks. Gain an additional attack and defense plus 77% after receiving an attack for 3 turns. Medium chance to perform an additional super attack. Great chance of stunning the attacked enemy when there is a movie bosses or pure Saiyans category enemy, which is not too bad. Very nice upgrade from what he used to be, obviously, where his category restriction was only movie bosses, and now he's got a higher attack and defense, obviously. I wish they increased the high chance of guarding, but because he got the extra defense, 77%, I think he should be pretty tanky regardless. You just maybe have to take 1 scary hit just to proc the defense bonus. But yeah, it could be a nice first slot unit, I'm not too sure. And then the medium chance to perform an additional super attack is pretty good for the greatly raised attack. Obviously, greatly raised attack and defense would have been insane as well. Now we're going to be looking at the Tech Godku here. He's a super tech leader for 3 Ki and 130%. He raises defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to the enemy and steals super attack now. So the defense is actually really nice. And if I recall, even before his EZA, he was a solid defensive option with a little bit of restrictions, so we'll see how that goes. Ki +3 and attack and defense plus 150%, randomly changes key spheres to rainbow key spheres, which is really good. Attack and defense plus 7% in addition per key sphere obtained. Attack and defense plus 77% when collecting 2 or more rainbow key spheres. Damage received minus 77% when there is a movie bosses or pure Saiyans category enemy. So that is insanely good. Now it's insanely good because of the Pure Saiyans category. And of course, he is with, you know, with the new God, Goku, and Vegeta. This could be a really good linking partner. As long as you're versing a Pure Saiyans category enemy, I don't think you are dying at all. Because you got the reduced damage 77%. Also, this will be good for the new movie bosses Ultimate Red Zone as well, which is awesome. So, I mean, a very strong upgrade for sure. And then you have the good links that you have with the God, Goku, and Vegeta LR. So now we're going to be looking at Omega Shenron's EZA. This is where we have the category EZAs. Before, we were looking at like the type EZAs, I guess. So this is going to be insane now. Leader skill, Shadow Dragon Saga, 3 key and 170%. All physical types, key +3 and 100% stat boost. So now he's up to par with like the Int Gogeta. And of course, the physical leader for 3 key, 100% stat boost. His EZA super attack mechanic is raised defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage and greatly lowers the enemy's defense. So he's get some extra defense on super. And then his passive now is attack and defense plus 150%. All enemies attack and defense minus 20%. So right off the bat, he's already getting defense, which is a nice upgrade already. The attack boost just upgraded by 30% as well. Gaining additional attack and defense plus 10% per attack performed, max up to 70%. Launches an additional attack that has a medium chance to become a super attack. So it has a little bit of build-up mechanic to go through, but regardless, it's a fat upgrade, and remember, he gets a stat increase as well. So in terms of like super battle and stuff like that, I mean, you have the minus attack and defense, which he already had. Now he's going to be a very reliable character. 3rd slot, 2nd slot, even 1st slot, I guess. And then if in long event, I don't know how much defense he's going to get, but I assume with the build-up and his stat increases, he can be really good. And of course, the raised defense, I think he should be defensively just viable now for those tougher events. I'm not too sure if the defense can, you know, bypass Ultimate Red Zone, but I think it's going to be good enough for like the traditional long events. And then finally, the last EZA we're going to go through is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He's now a fusion leader for 170%, 3 key, tech type leader for 3 key and 100% stat boost. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage to the enemy and greatly lowers the enemy's defense. So that's awesome. Attack and defense plus 150%, extreme class enemies attack and defense minus 20%, high chance for attacks to be effective against all types, and an additional attack and defense for 25% for 5 turns every time when performing a super attack, max of 50%, and great chance of evading enemies' super attack and countering with tremendous power. So from his previous upgrade, he now has defense, which we all want. He also is able to get the high chance of being effective against all types, which is really nice. That's traditional Gogeta vibes right there. Gain an additional attack and defense plus 25% for 5 turns every time when performing a super attack. So this looks like, to me, just like something, just an extra 50% just in a different way. So if you do 2 super attacks in 1 turn, you get the 50% boost for 5 turns, and then that's it for the remaining 5 turns, and then you restack that again, blah, blah, blah. So it's just a different way of wording the gain additional attack defense plus 25% with each attack performed up to 50%, I guess, with a little time limit. So there will be 2 new EZA stages, one for Gogeta and Omega Shenron. They will share the EZA event together, and then the Destined Rivals 4, which is the Goku and Vegeta event. So it means, imagine, I'm pretty sure it will happen, the Goku and Vegeta will be Redstone units in the future, because every single Destined Rivals unit has always been a Redstone unit, the newest one being the Super Saiyan 2 Goku and Majin Vegeta STR. So I assume the gods are going to be Redstone units, which is going to be insane because of how good they are already. And then we have a small announcement for the free-to-play TURs, which we already knew, but there's their art. If you didn't see the live stream, 120 physical, and then the Goku and Chi-Chi. Again, I'm not really that hyped for the free-to-play units, unfortunately. It's just, like other than the Vegeta and Bulma, that's probably the most hypest, and the LR, of course. It's just, I'm not... The Chi-Chi and Goku just don't really... They have to be so broken. That's just end of story. And then we'll also get a few more stages of the new Ultimate Red Zone event. Continue on like how they did with the God event, adding new stages periodically throughout the anniversary. So I think that's about it until we get a data download. I don't think we're going to get information about the free-to-play cards details just yet. But if we do, I'll make sure to make a video. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Leave a like on today's video. Comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Check out my social medias linked in the description. Till then, stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace out.